Hey guys, this is HBK Grand making a video about the Baro Ki'Teers visit on the PC platform. Today is May 3rd, 2019. I will be making a video about the other platforms right after this one, so let's go check out what he has brought in today. So starting off with the Prisma Avia shoulder plate. So if you guys don't know, any of the Prisma armor sets that he brings in, they have like this glowing effect which really does look cool with different type of color schemes, so you guys can check that out. But I do recommend trying to get the mods and like weapons before getting into the cosmetic stuff. He has brought a lot of the prime mods, so before I get into all of them, just want to tell you guys that make sure you get the prime mods from Baro Ki'Teers because it's the cheapest way in the game to get the prime mods off of Baro Ki'Teers. Because if you end up trading with a player, you will actually have to pay 1,000,000 tax credit, so it makes it really difficult. So let's go check out what he has brought in. So the Prime Point Blank, an important mod because it gives 165% damage to your shotguns. Prime Fast Hand, it's a rifle mod for reload speed. It's not really necessary because a lot of the rifle ribbons and all that kind of stuff can give you those things. So this is not really sought after unless you're going for a specific build. But to be honest, it's unnecessary. This one right here, Prime Morphic Transformer, which is the ability strength, which is 55% for your Archwing ability strength. It is pretty handy, especially with Electron or Itzal if you want to do it. Prime Regen, it is one of the most important mods for your Sentinels. So if you don't have this one, I would recommend it because like regenerating, if you die, it can actually there's a mod called Sacrifice. It basically revives you and then explodes itself, and this one can actually regenerate your Sentinel back to life. So it's kind of like keeping yourself like extra lives in order to like stay higher in the missions. Prime Flow, this is one of the most important mods because all Warframes in the game require energy to cast abilities. So without that, they're basically useless. So having this one can boost your energy by 275%, which is kind of like a lot. And then the Prime Ravage, which is critical damage for shotgun weapons. So this is another important one. So out of all of them, to be honest, Prime Fast Hands is the only one that I would recommend should be your least of your worries. But the other ones, make sure to get them. The Prisma Tetra is here, and the Viper Wraith. So currently, if you want to get this on PC platform, they will be going for anywhere between 50 to 70 platinum. That will be their going price. Do not buy them from higher than that or something like that, and don't go looking for Warframe.market because the prices are usually overpriced over there. But if you find it somewhere between like 50, 55, 60, then that should be good enough. Whereas unless you don't get lucky enough, you can get them from here, but I would recommend purchasing these prime mods because you could see those credits over there, and it's a lot cheaper to get it from Baro Ki'Teers than people. He has also brought the Prisma Heket Sandana, again a Prisma Sandana, a Prisma Edo shoulders and plates, knee plates, also the Prisma Edo chest plate, and one of the coolest Sentinels in the game, which is the Prisma Shade. So for those people who don't know, there are 3 mods related to this one, but by far a lot of people use this for stealth missions with any type of Warframe if you want to use it. It's called the Ghost mod, and what happens is that like the more enemies that are around you, the tendency is that like it will keep you more invisible like for a longer period of time, whereas like if you attack, you lose your invisibility. So if you're doing stealth missions and you want to take Rhino, you could actually take your Prisma Shade with you, and as soon as you're like close to like an enemy or something like that, it will turn you invisible. The Baro Ki'Teers also brought in the Prisma Jet Sentinel wings, the tail, and the mech head Sentinel mask. So that's for your Sentinels. He has also brought the Hydroid Immortal skin, the Ki'Teers Adamus Oculus for your Tenno, and then the Axie A2 relic, which contains the AKLX Prime link and the blueprint, as well as the Lex Prime stuff. He has also brought the 3-day affinity booster. So for those people who always like complain like, hey, we cannot make platinum, this is one method. Like you can just get them from here, from the Baro Ki'Teers by the ducats. Whereas what I would recommend is trying to sell those prime parts as hard as you can, because of the amount of prime parts that you're gonna turn in for 450 ducats. I think you will be able to get enough platinum to get it from the Warframe market, but that's completely your choice. At last, he has brought the Sands of Inaros blueprint. For those people who do not have the Inaros Warframe, this is the quest that you have to complete in order to get the Inaros Warframe. So there are kind of like tips and tricks into this quest as well that I do tell people. So I will be making a video in a week or two, and it will be coming up. So I do recommend not finishing the quest for that time, so that way you don't miss out on these things. So that is pretty much it for this video, guys. If you guys have any questions, any comments, you could leave it in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer them. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because we are trying to reach that 3,000 sub goal. Thank you so much, guys. This is HBK Grand signing off for the day. Have a good one.